Welcome back to another video, everyone. I'm Amy. In this video, I'm going to be talking about happiness and why it's so challenging for people to get there. Hi there, everyone. Nice to see you. So let's talk about this elusive state of happiness and why it's such a challenge for a lot of people. Before we get into it, take a moment to like and subscribe to support this channel. I'll be making regular videos to help empower you to live the life that you truly deserve. So we spend all of our lives in pursuit of this idea of happiness. The Pursuit of Happiness, the movie. The idea that we have this ultimate goal of our lives, which is to be happy. But what does that even mean? Actually, it was a friend of mine who approached me and asked me to make this video because they felt that they didn't deserve happiness. And when we looked at it, what they thought was going to make them happy wasn't actually what they wanted at all. It was what other people wanted, society wanted. So that got me thinking, what even is this happiness that we're chasing, that we're basing our whole lives upon this pursuit of? So it means different things for every single person. So for this person, happiness was actually freedom, the feeling of freedom, being able to live the life that they wanted, not what society thought that they should have, or other people. So for another person, happiness might be love, to stop feeling so lonely, to feel worthy, enough, whole, complete. For other people, it might be a particular career, house, lifestyle, family. The list is endless. So if happiness is something that is completely different for each person, how can we depend on this idea? How can we base our entire life in pursuit of this idea? What even is it? Well, if we're truly honest with ourselves and take a look about what happiness means to you, it basically is saying, I want to feel differently to how I feel right now. I want to have a different set of circumstances and emotions than I have right now. Let's look at an example. So someone who feels lonely, unloved. Happiness to them is love, meeting the one, meeting their soulmate. And then in their belief, when they have met that person, when they have attained that relationship, then the present moment will become acceptable to them. So another case, the one who for this person, financial freedom will lead them to happiness. So when they have financial freedom, then they will be able to relax, feel that sense of relief, everything is taken care of, and they will have happiness. So for each person, happiness really is saying, the present moment is now acceptable to me because I feel good. I feel worthy, whole, complete, love, bliss, joy. The good emotions, right? The air quote, good emotions. If we're honest with ourselves, happiness is feeling these positive emotions that we've been talking about. Right? It's a vague bullshit emotion. It's not even an emotion. It's not actually on the charts if we take a look. Can you find it? No. It's incredibly vague. I googled it. It's so vague. It basically could be any of these emotional states. And why? Because when we feel these positive emotions, the present moment now becomes acceptable to us. So we can absorb ourselves into the present moment. And that's why it feels so good. Now the catch is, when we finally get to our goal of what we believe is going to give us happiness, our whole journey towards this has been based on the idea that the present moment is not acceptable because I don't feel good, or I don't have this, or this person isn't in my life. And then finally, you get to your goal. You've got the love of your life, you've got the job of your dreams, you've got the house of your dreams, you've got financial freedom. And for a moment, you feel these good emotions. But they don't last, do they? Energy moves through us. And then, what happens? Now we're lacking in these positive vibrational states again. So our brain says, I need something else. Even if you suddenly got everything that you ever needed in your life, that entire list of things you've made when you were younger that you thought would bring you happiness, just imagine for a second that you had all of them. Are you going to suddenly feel positive emotions all the time? If you had everything, full abundance, all the love that you could dream of, all the money, well then your life just becomes normal. Once the emotions are settled down, it just becomes normal. You're not going to be in those emotional states all the time. So it's because we truly believe that these good emotions equal happiness that we're never actually going to get there. So Ally McBeal, the most enlightened thing that she ever said was, even if I fixed all of my problems, I'd just go out and make new ones. And this is what would happen to us if we suddenly got everything that we wanted in life, that we thought would make us happy. So happiness is all about whether or not the present moment is acceptable to you. Take a moment just to reflect on that. The present moment is right here, right now. What's separating you from your happiness? If you would suddenly be able to allow the present moment to be fully acceptable just as it is, there'll be no more resistance. This is true happiness. It's not this special state of feeling good all the time. I'm sorry to debunk this for you, but it really, really isn't. And it's really, really important that we put this out there now, because people spend their entire lives working towards this goal, this dream, this idea, this illusion that happiness equals these good emotions. True happiness is simply the state of accepting the present moment as it is. Okay? This is why when we feel these good emotions, we feel like we're happy, because they feel so wonderful that we can fully absorb and integrate into the present moment, and we're no longer in any resistance. But this is available to you anytime. You don't have to change anything about yourself. You don't have to get anything in your life to receive this. Just think about that for a moment. So let's debunk this second idea, because I hear this a lot. This idea that is thrown around society of you can deserve happiness. Okay? We've become these little judges, and it's funny to think that we actually believe our judgment makes a difference here. I hear people saying, you deserve happiness. Of all people, you've been through so much, you deserve happiness. Or let's take the other example. This person is a terrible, terrible person. They deserve to be miserable for the rest of our lives. So I know what you're thinking. What about the worst case scenario? What about a murderer? Well, I can tell you one thing. My cat is a murderer. She's a stone, cold-hearted killer. And she has no resistance to feeling happy whatsoever. Your judgment as to whether or not you or someone else deserves happiness makes no difference to their capacity for happiness. Because this is what we're talking about here. Actually, everyone, every single human being has the capacity for happiness. So in that sense, yes, everyone deserves happiness. There's no scale as to which person deserves happiness more than the other. Because remember, happiness is simply being aligned with the present moment. And that is the most natural state in the world. You don't have to be special to deserve happiness. You don't have to earn it. Stop judging yourself and other people as to whether or not you or they deserve happiness, because it makes no difference. I can give you an example. Let's take the murderer. Let's take the serial killer, the psychopath. They've committed this crime. They've taken a life. But they can still be so aligned with the present moment and so at peace within themselves that they can be happy, right? A serial killer, if they truly are at peace and aligned with what they've done, they can still be happy. So it doesn't matter if the whole world thinks that they don't deserve happiness. They can still achieve happiness. They can still be aligned with the present moment and feel calm and peace and bliss and joy, because maybe on some level they enjoy what they have done. So our judgment of deserving happiness is completely false. It makes no difference. You don't earn happiness. It's not something to achieve. It's the most natural state in the world. I can prove this to you, okay? Your soul is naturally in a predisposition towards happiness, towards being aligned with the present moment. So let's just take a moment, and I want you to just close your eyes and think about something terrible that's happened to you or someone else in their lives, and just really fully absorb it and allow yourself to feel miserable. Just bear with me. Close your eyes and think of something that's going to make you miserable and really feel that misery, wallow in it. Okay, keep the eyes closed and open them. So this is Theodore. He's come here to prove that in any moment, no matter what is going on in your life, you can choose for happiness. So, what happened there? You open your eyes, you saw something cute and sweet and full of light, and for a moment you forgot about all of the things, all of your problems, all of your burdens, all of your worries, all of your emotions and pain, and allowed yourself to be happy. Happiness is your soul's natural state. And in any moment, your ability to be happy is simply your choice. So what we need to do is stop being victims of the present moment. This is what's disempowering us. Because if we ask ourselves right now, if you ask yourself, what's wrong with this moment? Why can't I be happy right now? I bet there's a list. Now we've heard this for many years now. People have been talking about the present moment. And I know that a lot of people are aware of this, being present, the power of now, but we're not getting it, because what happens is we hear, right, we can be present and happy right now. And then our mind clicks in and it says, okay, so I need to do something in order to be more present. I need to fix some aspect of myself to be fully present right now. I need to lose this pain, this trauma, and then I can be happy right now. But this is the lie. Because we've just proved that wrong. There's nothing that you need to do right now in this moment to be happy, to be aligned with the present moment, other than fully accept the moment as it is. What is wrong with this moment? What is really wrong with this moment? What is lacking in this moment? Truly, right now, not the next moment, not tomorrow, not a week from now. Because if you're here watching this video, I'm guaranteed that there is nothing actually lacking in this moment, because you can be right here now watching this video. Let's say you are on the brink of death, or you don't have food, or you're starving. then maybe there's something that you need to do right now in this moment. For those of you watching this video, there is nothing that you need to do right now in this moment other than breathe, and you're alive and you have everything that you need. So all of the other list of things that are wrong with this moment, this is what we need to let go of. This is the pattern that we need to interrupt, like we just did here. I know that it's difficult. We're just not getting it yet. We've been hearing about the power of now, about being present for years. But we're still telling ourselves, I need to do this, I need to fix myself, I need to become more awakened, I need to become more conscious and enlightened, I need to lose all this stuff, and then I can be present. And it's just a lie. It's tricking you. It's keeping you from actually being present right now, which can happen no matter what is going on in your life. Even in extreme pain, there is something that can be done to feel beauty, peace, love, moments of joy, like we were just seeing there. Remember Dumbledore, you can't argue with Dumbledore. Happiness can be found in any moment if we simply turn on the light. I don't care how much pain you have, how many problems, how much you're lacking. There is no reason whatsoever that you cannot fully accept this moment as it is right now. So lose the excuses. Happiness isn't this big pursuit, this big goal that we're making it into, this big achievement. It's nothing special, right? It's like this, we've made it into this big special something that we need to achieve, that only special people get, only the worthy get, and it's just false. It's the most natural state in the world. Simply becoming aligned with the present moment. It's not good feelings, it's not bad feelings. It's none of this. I hate to break it to you. But we have to learn this now, otherwise we're just going to spend our whole lives chasing an illusion. If kids who are starving in Africa can still have those big beaming smiles on their faces, then there's no excuse, there's no reason that you can't right now. So we need to stop with the procrastination, we need to stop with the excuses and find a way to accept the present moment as it is right now, because this is the only thing, literally the only thing standing in the way of your happiness. Right, Theodore? So we're going to let go of this illusion, starting from today. The illusion of happiness, let it go. And then we can be aligned. And then we can find true happiness. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be making regular videos like this to help empower you with honesty and authenticity to achieve the life you truly deserve. Lots of love from me and Theodore.